I'm trying to start an episode here, and I can't find my lavalier mic. I don't know where I put it. I've been looking for it all day, so I'm afraid you're just going to have to deal with the onboard audio. Hopefully it's not so bad. This is the audio that my iPhone picks up as is. So let's go ahead and get into finding the key to the Nautilus in this week's episode of The Cogyard. There are times when you buy something online and you think it's going to be absolutely amazing, and maybe it is. See, I'm a big fan of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, in case you hadn't quite figured that out yet. Captain Nemo's kind of like one of my favorite anti-heroes. But the Nautilus itself has been a tremendous inspiration to me. In the 1950s, when the original 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea film by Disney came out, saved the studio, by the way, Sutcliffe, which was the maker of toy submarines and basic mechanical toys, made a Nautilus. This Nautilus is made to go in the water. It's actually neutrally buoyant. It has a propeller on the back end that functions. It's all spring-loaded and mechanical inside. This is actually their standard model of a submarine. But what they did was they added a couple stickers to it. So it has, Nemo's salon windows, and then it just says, Nautilus, copyright Walt Disney Productions, on the front. And that suddenly makes it into a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea piece of memorabilia. What was interesting about this one was it did not come in the original box. And it also did not come with its original key. That has been a disappointment to me. I went out online and bought what was reputed to be the right sized key for this. And as you can see, nothing happens. Either the mechanism inside is broken, or the key, and I don't think it is, or the key itself is at issue. This last weekend, I hit on a gold mine. I was given the opportunity to pick up a piece of antique furniture and add it to my collection, which was absolutely lovely. It's a beautiful chest. But the neat thing was, the drawer, the top drawer, came filled with just about every kind, shape, and size of clock key you can imagine. Just about everything. So this was pretty good. The question was, what fit? And this kind of brings me to a bit of a topic today, because one of the things that I wanted to discuss was the making of this YouTube channel as well. And one of the things that happens is not everything goes as planned. I have been giving people advice on how to do social media for a very long time. And one of the things I've always said is have your productions ready 3 or 4 weeks in advance, and then auto schedule them to post. And so I really felt like that was, always the way to do it. Then you could always give people something they could rely on, and they'd know you'd be there Friday at 10 a.m. or whatever. Boom, you'd hit it every time, and they could grow to rely on you and trust you. At the same time, I'm also getting the advice from YouTubers that the thing to do is just to get out there and just get started. Make your videos, get going with it, and find out if exactly what it is, that works, that resonates with your audience. And, find out if, what kind of things they like, what they want. And the only way to do that is to get out there and just do it. And so that was the model I went with, because who am I to argue with people making, $5 million a year off of their YouTube channel? Well, it turns out I was the one who needed to argue, because what happened was I was not actually able to get the scheduling put together properly every week and cranking things out every Friday. Looks good. Not actually doing anything. I have one key left. And it's actually got 2 keys on it, one on each side. And what happens is things get in the way. I mean, you saw the last video I produced, and I mean, honestly, cranking that one out, even 4 days late, completely befouled my whole system. I was absolutely incapable of getting the program out in a timely manner. There were all kinds of technical issues. And then the next one came out, and quite frankly, I was just too exhausted from having spent 8 days working on a video that was supposed to be out in 4 days. And so I just completely burned out my entire creative energy. It just wasn't working. And I don't want to give you guys stuff that isn't working. That's not the point. The point is, we want to find things that actually work. And we want to make sure that they work properly before I put them on video. And that is kind of the message of today. And that is, if you're going to make these kinds of commitments to other people, then make sure that you are capable of maintaining those commitments, which is why I always say work 3 or 4 weeks in advance. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be kind of like tossing up my schedule a little bit, shuffling it out. I've got footage shot for other episodes and so on, but what I want to make sure of is that what I'm putting out actually gives the message that I want to give. A message about nurturing creativity and allowing it to find its path in your life, and to find ways to accent it and improve it, and to make it really into something that you're proud of, something that you're really, that you find joy in making. And that is helping you find that joy is what I really want to do with this whole channel, all these programs, is to, I don't know, push you a little bit into being more creative, more dynamic in your creativity, and more productive in your creativity. And to do that, I need to be more reliable in my creativity. So here's the last one, and nothing. See? Sometimes it just doesn't work. On the other hand, for the last 12 hours, I've been looking for something, and as is often the case, I've been looking for one of my lavalier microphones, and it was sitting over there, pinned to a brass globe that I have on my desk. And if I were not filming this video, trying this, I would not have found this. So there are some victories, even though we don't know what they are. And they certainly weren't planned when we started. So keep your eyes open. I'm going to be back with more episodes, and who knows? Well, we're going to have another Nautilus themed episode, that's for sure. But maybe one day I will find the key that fits this. In the meantime, from the cog yard, off and away.